when the bombs have dropped and the dust has cleared. There's no need to fret, no need to fear. Get your body moving, don't you quit in the wasteland. It's time for ApocaFitness. Time for ApocaFitness.
Hey Wastelanders, welcome back. Sledgehammer here. We are off to our episode number 2, calling this one Baby Steps into the Wasteland. This one is another one that's a continuation of our beginner series, just to help you get your body moving and kind of understand movement and muscle groups that we're targeting. We'll just get you, we'll get you there. We're gonna keep things really simple and manageable, and we're gonna do 2 rounds of everything, at least in terms of the actual workout itself. Once we move into some more advanced workouts, we'll work on our raider stuff, right? We'll be either ready for raiders or ready to go on raids. But first 10 broadcasts focused mostly on beginner movements and just learning to feel comfortable in moving our bodies. So the first ones we're going to start with it's going to be similar to last time. We're going to start with jumping jack. We're going to work for 1 minute, and then we will move on to our next warm-up exercise. So ready? Let's begin. Just going for 1 minute. If you need to modify, go ahead and modify. That modification is going to look something like this. Okay? You can just do the step out. You can even do this if you would prefer to do something like these little side to sides. Okay? But the most important thing is to just keep moving. Okay, we're halfway there. You're doing it. You showed up. That's the important thing. What happens if you don't show up? It means you're still so far away from that goal you wanted. So all you have to do is show up to start creating the goals that you want. 10 seconds left. We're almost there. All right. All right, we did it. So the next movement we're going to do, is arm circles. Remember, getting the muscles warm and ready to work is super important. Prevents injuries, prevents tearing. Let's go. Let's prepare. You can do 30 seconds forward, 30 seconds back. Let's go. I'm still a little out of breath from those jumping jacks. Doing those arm circles. You can do big ones. We're just warming up here. 15 seconds till we switch directions, okay? The main thing is to have some control here. Feeling those shoulders getting nice and warm. We're getting ready to switch. So let's switch the other way. We're at 30 seconds. You got this. You got it. We're almost there. We're almost there. Just 15 seconds left. Probably feeling a little bit of burn, and that's okay. That's okay. 5 seconds left. Nice. Good job. Even if you didn't do it all, you still showed up, and that's the most important thing. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Because in the waist, do you really have anybody but yourself at the end of the day? The next exercise, we're going to do marching in place. Again, you can just do the marching in place. You really want to engage everything. Or you can do the side to sides. I might do a mix of both. So again, the side to side, you can just do little step outs like this, right? They don't have to be super complicated movements. We just need to do movements. So, ready? Let's go. We're starting now at 1 minute. You can also, if you want to make it harder, you can do these. That might not be available to you, and that's okay. Like I said, we're just here to, first few minutes are just to warm up. Really start getting the blood flowing. We're halfway there. We're at 30 seconds. You just got 30 more seconds, okay? And I went out scavenging earlier. There's grass all over my mat. I may need to fix that in a second. Ooh, can already feel it. All right, we're almost there. You did it. All right, we decided to do side steps for this one. For the last one, do stepping in. You can do it again, or you can do marching in place. I'm gonna do side steps for the next one. So again, it's just gonna be step out, step back in, step out, step back in, step out, step back in. And whenever you're ready, you can do these things where you kind of like do a hop. I think they're called a skater, something like that. But really, we can just go ahead and begin. So side stepping. If this is available to you, you can do that little squat. You know, there's just a little squat down there. It's foot out together. Once you put that other foot, the other foot comes out. And you might need to do it slow like this. And that's okay. 30 seconds left. We're almost there. You got this. You showed up, you're here. Just 13 seconds left. And you don't even have to stand as low as me. You did that. Next one should be familiar from our last video. These are going to be torso twists. So these can be just really gentle. Okay, but we want to keep this, our hips square front, and we're just moving our upper part, right? If you want to throw in some punches, you can. You just need to be careful. Yeah. You can do some uppercuts, right? You can do, what are these called? I don't know. They're called hit your opponent, follow through, right? I'm not really twisting my torso though when I do those, so I have to be kind of careful too. Yeah. So just twisting, we're halfway there. We're at 30 seconds. It actually feels kind of good to just twist, right? I hope you can't hear my shoulders cracking. It's just being a lady of a certain age in the wasteland. 15 seconds, you got it. Okay. All right, you're almost there. You did it. All right, we are going to move on to the main portion of our workout next. All right, so we're going to revisit the squats we did last time. Again, we're going to pretend like we're sitting down. Maybe we're out in the waste and we found a really not too destroyed chair to sit on. We're just going to sit right back into it. Now, and depending on your anatomy, you may need to have your feet wider than shoulder width apart. You may need to have them more narrow. If you have issues with your knees, you may not even be able to go further than this, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. It's a quarter squat. Just make sure you're really feeling, like really squeeze your glutes when you're coming down, back up. You can do an explosive up, or you can do a slow up, okay? The longer you have time under tension, the more you're gonna build muscles. So this would be a great time, if you have it available to you, to grab a weight. I have a 10-pound sledgehammer, okay? I am gonna do my squats with this. Okay, so just go down. We're gonna do 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if you're feeling froggy, let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, you did it. We just got one more round. So let's move on to the next one. And again, if you would like to challenge yourself, if you're ready to move forward a little bit, grab some weights. You can fill up an empty water bottle. You can grab an old piece of scrap. Just anything to add some stress and tension to those muscles, okay? Okay, we're gonna do what everybody's favorite part is, and push-ups. So I do love to do a push-up. We're gonna do, if you need to do wall push-ups, feel free to do these on a wall. If you need to do the knee ones, and I'm not wearing the best thing to show, keeping those abs pulled in, and again, the hand placement, you can do it right under your shoulders. You can spread your hands wide. You can do this way. You can do this way. The standard is to do them straight in front of you, like this, right? If you're ready to move on to a more advanced version, let's go 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you did it. And if you really want to challenge yourself, my God, how did this get so dirty? My tables! Oh. What you're gonna do is you're gonna step back, okay? What you're really doing here is almost like a single leg squat. So this leg that's in the front is gonna be doing the bulk of the work, right? We're gonna do a straight up, okay? If you can't go down that far, that's okay. Again, this is another situation where you can grab a weight. We're gonna do 10 on each leg. That's 2. And I'll give you a second to get caught up. I'm gonna go real slow, really slowly. That's 3. That's 4. I'm going really slow on the eccentric because I'm trying to build muscle. 5. And if you need to lean forward into it, you can. 6, 7, and where I'm feeling it, and I'll show it on the other leg. It's definitely hitting the quads. I think that's 7, 8. So it's hitting these front of your leg muscles and the back of your leg muscles. Especially when you're going slow, you're moving forward. The point of it is not to exercise back here, but really this leg, it's almost like doing a single leg squat, okay? And leaning forward will help you kind of isolate this leg. Same thing on this leg. And for your FYI, it's gonna be more like your legs are on a train track. They don't need to be, you're gonna have trouble balancing. If you saw that, I'm having trouble balancing. If you try to do it directly behind, you want it to be a little apart from each other, like you're standing 1 foot on each side of a train track, basically. So we're gonna go, same thing for this one. I'm leaning forward a little bit. This is 2, because I really want to isolate these muscles on this leg. It's 3, 4, 5, 6. Think of this back leg as more of a kickstand. 7, 8, 9, 10. You should be feeling a little burn. I spend 12 to 14 hours in the Wasteland gym, and I can kind of feel it. So, I'm thinking if you are actually a beginner, you're probably feeling it a lot, and if you need to take a break, absolutely do that. There's no expectations here. The next thing we're gonna do is those manta mans, okay? If you need easy mode on manta mans, I know they can be tough. You can do just your arms or just your legs, and then work your way up to have both of them lifted at the same time, okay? Anyway, this is a good core movement for the back part of your core, essentially. So let's get right into it. So you're gonna lie on your stomach. You're gonna pull your legs up and pull your arms up. We're gonna do 5 seconds this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. That's 3. I need to adjust this. All right, ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. I think that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. Relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. Relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. Relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. Relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. On mine, you can put a water bottle. You can put a piece of scrap. Just do it safely. So we're gonna lift our hips towards the ceiling. You're pushing your hips up towards the ceiling, and you're really squeezing these muscles back here. Okay, you're really squeezing tight at the top. So ready? That's 2. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm just going to hold it up here for a moment, not a moment, but a few seconds, and squeeze. Really squeeze. Yeah. Start building there, but it's the step to it, right? It's the step to it. All right, the next one we're going to do is crunches. Really simple crunches. A lot of people think you're crunching in, but really you want your chin to point up towards the ceiling. And let's go for 15. Ready? 1, 2. And by the way, just touch your head to support it. We're not pushing our head up. We're just supporting our head. Okay? So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? If you would like more challenge, you can do something else. You could do a boat pose, okay? And this is where we're kind of almost holding our body into a V, okay? And you can do pulses like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was just extra. Nobody asked for that. So, we're going to do the full series over again. Heading back to our Raider squats. And this time I am going to grab a weight. This is about 25 pounds. You do not have to add weights. You can just do body weight and it'll be still part of training that muscle memory, okay? So make sure if you are using a weight that you're holding it safely. So we'll just go right into it. I'm going to do a little bit better this time. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the next exercise we're gonna do is push-ups again, yay! Right, again, this is one you can modify. You can make it easy or hard for yourself. If you want to do the hard version, you can put your feet up. Maybe you can't see this, but I am putting them up on a, oh, probably not with your socks on. have blood on there? Huh. And so you can do a decline push-up, okay? Or you can do a pike push-up, which is basically where you're gonna get yourself almost in a downward dog. And it's gonna be more like this, okay? And this one is actually gonna hit your lats a lot more. So you can do that. But anyway, let's get right into it. You decide which version of push-ups you would like to do that is at your ability, at your level. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you do it slow, 5. It's gonna be harder. 6, 7. It's gonna also build more muscle. 8, 9, 10. Okay? All right, we're almost done. You're almost done with your second workout. So you showed up, and that's the most important thing. Let's move on to step back lunges. We're gonna do the same thing that we did before. You may only be able to see my bottom half, and that's okay, because that's the part that you need to see, right? So again, we're gonna think of these more like single leg squats. We're gonna step back. You don't have to step back a lot. If you need easy mode on this, just do this, okay? Easy mode, there's nothing wrong with that. We're just getting our body used to the movements. If you want to challenge yourself, try to go straight down and just use this leg as like a brace, right? And then you can lean forward a little bit to put more weight into that front leg, because that's what you really want. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you did it. Again, other side. Okay, remember it's more like a train track than a straight line. Okay, so it's a staggered stance. Again, we're feeling it here. I can really feel it here, and I can really feel it here. Okay, this will help build those little teardrop muscles. If you want to add weights, it'll help you build muscle faster. So I think that's 3, 4, 5, 6. You feel it here. 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like the cheating version of what they called in the pre-war times a Bulgarian split squat. Which we can get to those eventually at some point. One is, I love the man-to-man. I think it's a lot of fun. You might not think it's fun, but the opportunity to rest in between is kind of fun. If you can do 10, that's great. I think the protocol I wrote down was for 8 actually. So sometimes I don't read my own notes, but for purposes of this broadcast, you can do 8 if you want, or you can do 10. So, ready? Let's go. Fly through the sea. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Building up that strength and endurance. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, rest. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're almost there. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the part where if you need to rest, go for it. If you can just do your legs, just do that. Okay? 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. All right, you did it. Hopefully you have some air conditioning in your vault or wherever you're seeing this broadcast. We are going to continue on with doing abs. We can do crunches. You can do the boat pose crunches if you want. Or you can stay simple and just do the chin straight to the ceiling. Again, you want to have your feet on the ground, just your chin straight up, okay? 1, 2, 3. I can hear my neck crack every time I do this. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like I said, if you feel like you need a bigger challenge, do this one. So this one's going to be 1, 2, and you can go down even further. You can go almost all the way down. Uh-oh. You can go almost all the way down and give yourself a really good challenge. So you can do that instead. And then glute bridges is the last thing we're going to do. Again, I do want to add some weight to mine. I think I'm going to do more weight because I am trying to build my caboose, okay? That's just a personal preference. I'm going to use a heavy weight. This is about 25 pounds. And put your feet under you and push up your hips up towards the ceiling. And let's just go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do a couple more. 11 and 12. All right. You did it. Finish the workout. Let's cool down. I'm going to dim the lights a little. So here's a couple of the stretches we're going to do today. So we're going to do a shoulder stretch where you take either of your arms, you're going to go straight out and move it across your body. You're going to use the other hand to push your arm towards you, basically. And you want to really feel the stretch in your shoulder, right? Just hold it there for a couple of breaths. You want to do wide out. Check on your pump. Not much today. I'm going to do the same thing to the other arm. The next one we're going to do, the next stretch we're going to do is a seated forward fold. You're going to want to have your feet directly in front of you, and then you're just going to want to fold over as much as you can. You may not be able to reach your toes. I've gone through periods where I can't reach my toes at all. I've gone through periods where I can put my nose to my knees. Wherever you are right now is fine. So again, the forward fold, put your hands over your head. Come forward as much as you can. Okay, and then take big deep breaths. So on your inhale, you want to do it through your diaphragm, right? You want to really expand your belly, and then as you breathe out, just lean more into that stretch. Let's do a few breaths here, okay? Let's do 4 breaths. So in, and as you come out, lean into that discomfort a little bit. If you want to do harder, you can make your feet straight up, point your toes up. It's going to really pull on those hamstrings. But if this is not comfortable to you, if it's not available to you, that's okay. If you can only come here, that's okay. So let's go. The next one we're going to do is a gentle neck stretch. So we will start just in a comfortable seated position. And then you're going to take your hand on one side of your head, and we're just going to pull to one side. You can really feel the stretch here, okay? And then we're going to do the same thing. Just gently. This is a very gentle movement. You may not be able to stretch very much. I tend to hold a lot of tension in my neck and upper shoulders, so this one, I'm going to do another one. Just a very gentle movement. more time on this side. If you need to sit with any of these poses for longer, feel free to pause. Feel free to pause this broadcast. And then the last one we'll do today is the child's pose, which we talked about in the last video. Again, don't forget your modifications if you need them. You just sit back. If you need to open your knees a little bit, please do so. This might not even be that available to you. In that case, you should definitely find a way to just sit and quiet your mind. Let's take a few breaths here. Get into your comfortable position. I think for the rest of the series, any exercises we've already done, I'm not going to talk about the form anymore, and we're just going to move straight into those exercises. If there's anything new I'm introducing, then I may talk a little bit about the form. So yeah, so just be prepared for the next one to be a little bit tougher. I'm going to try to keep them under the 30-minute mark, but I definitely want to move on with let's get on with it. Let's go. Thank you for joining me today. If you like what you have seen, if you would like to see more, please go ahead and subscribe to my uplink below. Subscribe to my broadcast wherever you're listening, whether it's on your Pip-Boy or your Radiation King. Please go ahead and interact with this broadcast. If it's something you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe. And we'll see you next time.
Try not to die out there, sir.